Hi, I'm just going to share a few features I really like for organizing things in Canva. So, a quick overview of how it's organized in general. On your home page, this is really where you're going when you're ready to create something. Down here, you'll be able to find your recent designs, but it can get a little overwhelming when you have a ton. Sometimes I like to go into list view over here just because I can see a little more clearly what I'm looking for. If I remember what it's called, I can search it up here as well. But when I go into my projects tab, I have a few more options in order to find things. I can find folders that I've created, and if I have things saved in there, I can just go ahead into those folders. And if I want to add a new folder, I just go up to add new folder. And this is also where I can import like Google Slides and things like that in this projects tab. I can also sort by design. I can go to category and find all my presentations, all my posters, etc., etc. And when I want to get out of there, let's see. I can just go back to the main page of projects. My favorite feature, though, that I probably use most often is the starred feature. So any of my work that I put a star on, you just hover over it and click star and it'll appear in your starred, and it tells you right up here. It's basically just like pinning it to the top of your Canva. So I have some starred folders. I have some drop downs that have projects, and these are actually called sections. So you'll notice this was for a Supreme Court project. I've got my teacher materials here in a folder, and then I've got my Supreme Court. This was the student work. So it was a group project. There were 3 groups per period who worked on this project. So I labeled them by period and then by which Supreme Court case they were looking at. And then I can just hide the drop down when I am working on something else. So to add this type of section, you just go up here to create section, and let's just say you're going to call it projects. Now you can just drag in whatever projects you're looking to put in here. So I'll put that, and then maybe I'm going to put I'll put this on things that aren't starred, but I can still put them up here, and they'll still show up. So that's kind of nice. That's probably the feature I use most often, is just pinning things here for while I'm working on them.